Hi, you guys. Happy Wednesday. Chatty Cathy here. Thank you so much for coming to my channel again. So last week we talked about protein. How are you guys doing with that? Comment below. You're doing great. I know that you are because now you have more information. Absolutely. How are you doing with dairy? Comment below. What are your favorite dairy, non-dairy products now? What are your favorite non-animal proteins that you're eating now? Did you try to make quinoa? Oh my gosh, or quinoa? You have to kind of make it. Remember how mom and dad made the rice-a-roni? How you kind of saute it first in oil. Just make sure it's not a veggie oil. Coconut oil. I used coconut oil, a little bit of olive oil. I love sesame oil. I love that smell. But you can also saute it in, just a little bit of that, a little bit of water. Saute some onions and garlic first, and then you put the seed in there. And this can be done for rice too. Just make sure it's not preserved rice or refined preserved rice. Make sure it's not refined rice. It has to have a whole husk on it. I usually mix whole grain brown rice and black rice together. To me, it's purple rice because it stained everything purple, but I mix those two together and I cook it the same way. And I don't eat too much of it anymore, but I cook it the same way that I cook the quinoa. And you just kind of saute it till it starts turning a little bit brown and it starts smelling like nutty flavor. And then you add the water. It is a totally different flavor of rices that you can eat because people like brown rice. But if you cook it that way and then you add your garlic and all that other kind of stuff in there, saute it first and then add the water to cook it. Oh my gosh, you'll eat it all up. Absolutely. Mostly vegetables, a little bit of this perfect grain, and then your meat if you have to have that. So please comment below. Love, like, subscribe, and share. I've been practicing that so I get it correct. So we can let more people know about the podcast. Today, we're going to be talking about what our body does for us, what our body does to survive. Now, I need to read something first, so I'm going to be looking down, but just listen. And I'm going to read it. Curing disease is one of the childish delusions of underdeveloped thought. Man is never sick until he has abused his body. Can there be anything more aboriginal or thoughtless than giving a drug to cure discomfort created by or caused by the abuse of our bodies? Intelligence would say stop the abuse, and the only healing power on earth, namely nature, will cure. Nature does cure. Our bodies want to survive, correcting the bad habits of living and thinking, and if done before organic destruction makes recovery impossible. Recovery will take place. Nature does not need help. Just remove the obstruction in nature. God and your body will do what is necessary. Wise guys should take notice. Living hypotheses are delusions. Think about that. Look it up too. Dr. Tilden's Health Review and Critique, 1937. He's almost laughing at the way modern medicine is now. Because like I said, we're not getting to the core denominator. But now you're going to learn today what our bodies actually do for us. It's going to be awesome. Stay tuned. Did you know that approximately 75% of healthcare money in the United States is spent on treating chronic, preventable, terrible diseases and illness? And like I said, within the next 10 years, aging is going to be a disease too. Non-age related, meaning that our kids are getting adult onset diseases following us through our whole lifetimes, even short lifetimes. Aging and disease begin when the normal regeneration process slows down. And then once you get past that one little stage, everything seems to kind of happen faster, doesn't it? So ask yourself, I ask you this every time, are you aging healthy? How is your immune system? Comment below. What about your kids? What about your grandkids? How are they doing? How are they going to do? What do you think that your body does for you to survive? Comment below. Write it in your books. Absolutely. We're going to learn so much today. It's so awesome. The late Dr. Bernard Jensen, and I love reading his books too, especially about Sun Corella. Oh my goodness. Once said, and I just changed himself to itself, because it was always himself. Take each day at a time to trust unequivocally in the body's amazing healing ability to be forgiving of itself, taking responsibility for its recuperation, and to appreciate anew the wondrous healing power of food. They all knew it. The common denominator is our input. Anti-aging means you have a good flowing circulation in all 4 circulatory systems. Now watch my podcast on circulatory systems coming up. A decrease in your oxidative stress in our cells. And I have a podcast coming on oxidative stress, kind of explaining that too. An increase in the mitochondrial function, and mitochondria are the powerhouses of our cell. This is what gives us energy. The mitochondria is actually what tells the cells, you've been living too long, you're growing too much, you need to die. So if that energy goes down, that mitochondrial function goes down, all those things happen. A decreased homeostasis, right? You have to have decontaminated blood from toxins and stuff that's from our environment. You have to have a balanced microbiome. And you have to have positive thoughts and actions. These are the assistances that we should share in the responsibility with our bodies to live a long, healthy, productive life. So what do our bodies do for us? First, love, like, subscribe, and share. Absolutely. Let everybody know. Your body is very unique. Absolutely. Everybody's body very unique. Rub your microbiome. Aren't you glad you found them? Your body is very unique in the fact that it actually wants to survive. Every single body system, your body wants to live. Every single body part. The first thing we'll talk about is what we learned last week about our building blocks, about our proteins. Remember, our body recycles 70% of your proteinaceous waste, trying to use it somehow before it messes up the kidneys, trying to get out, or it gets stored. Remember? How much do we use up what we eat? We use 60% of it. The rest of it gets stored as extra sub-Q tissue after the body uses what it can to build things and repair things that need to be done in our body. But remember, how much are we actually supposed to eat a day? 56 grams? I'd say 2 to 6 ounces a day, right? No more than 30 grams per meal, because your body can't handle breaking down that too much protein. Otherwise, it messes up your kidneys, right? Those people on renal diets, because they have kidney problems, they don't have that much protein in there. Your body just can't handle too much. Yes, you need a little bit. Absolutely. That's up to you. You can get your protein from other things. Watch my protein podcast from last week. Also, because we eat way too much meat instead of mixing up our protein sources, causes lactic acidosis throughout your body, right? Acidosis is not a good thing. Help your beautiful body live, right? You don't want lactic acidosis. You want to get a mixture of protein from all sources. Comment below, like I said, what your favorites are. Oh my goodness, maybe you can give me a new favorite too. Your gut, or your microbiome, or your immune system, so many names for one little thing, has just the right amount of enzymes and bacteria starting in your mouth. So starting with your saliva to start breaking down your foods. Make sure that you chew slowly. Make sure you keep your mouth and your teeth clean. That means you have to brush, you have to floss, you have to rinse, you have to go to the dentist. You don't want to harbor too much bacteria in your mouth, because if your acid isn't up to balance, then those things can get through to your body. If you drink too much fluid while you're eating, it also decreases your stomach acid. It decreases the pH, so you're not going to break down the foods that you actually need to start breaking down in your stomach. Because remember, everything starts in the mouth, then you get digested in your stomach, and then further on. So you don't want to drink too much fluids while you're eating, but definitely in between. Your digestive system also has the right amount of bacteria or probiotics in every single inch of your intestine. And they all live in their own little special area all around. How many miles is it? How many feet is it? I don't even remember. Comment below. Somebody look it up. Absolutely tell us. And like I said, they all live in their special little areas, but they only thrive and they only help to maintain your immune system and keep you healthy if you feed them the right food sources, right? Fiber, prebiotics, fermenting foods, right? Watch my microbiome podcast and find out also where you got your microbiome from. I didn't know where I got mine from, and I wish I would have known a lot sooner. For the benefit of my son. He's actually doing really well, so that's okay. Thank you very much. Our bodies also make our own remedies too. And you know what? The dose is always right, and it is always given at the perfect time. Your body can give you diuretics, painkillers, tranquilizers, antibiotics, and it also keeps track of all of our trace elements. It keeps everything in balance if your microbiome is in balance and you can actually help yourself. Your muscles help you move. They help you stand straight. They help you laugh. They help you smile. They help you sit. They help you move things through your body. They help you chew. They help you take deep breaths in a different way than just your regular breathing. What else? Comment below. What else does it do? Your liver does so many things for the body's health that I think I'm actually going to do a podcast on what your liver does for you. The liver helps make cholesterol. The liver helps make the good cholesterol along with the bacteria in your stomach, in your intestines. The liver transforms excess protein or amino acids into sugars so your body can store. Remember? You don't use up all your protein, you're going to store it. And then when your body needs the sugar, it converts the extra sugar to glycogen for storage. And then when you need it, it converts it back again so you can use it over again. Your liver helps make sugar so your brain and your body can eat. They say your brain only loves glucose. Well, it likes ketones and it likes cholesterol also. The liver detoxifies and cleans out the food and drinks that you're consuming. That's number 6. So what are you feeding your liver, right? Are you giving it toxic, bad foods and fluids that make it work a little bit harder? Are you giving it the right sugars, right? The liver makes bile also to break down fat, and then the bile is stored in the gallbladder, but it's made in the liver. Even waste from our intestines gets deposited in our bloodstream and gets recycled in the liver. So if you have a leaky gut and your microbiome is unbalanced, that still has to go through the liver, right? All the waste is pretty much stored in the gallbladder. And then you reuse it again, mixed with bile to digest carbohydrates and fat. When toxic substances are formed in the intestines, especially from putrefaction of animal products or unhealthy foods being broken down, imagine what that does to our poor little liver, right? The liver jumps in, it destroys some of the poisons, it destroys some of the toxins. And you know what? The liver never ever gets to stop. So are you taking medications that have to be broken down the liver, which slows down it making the foods and the fuel that we need? If we didn't have the liver, the poison from the putrefaction of animal products within our intestines would be fatal. You need your liver. How much are you loving on your liver? Liver purifies the blood. It purifies the white blood cells. The liver breaks down high fructose corn syrup. Listen to my podcast on high fructose corn syrup. It'll make you mad. High fructose corn syrup doesn't even really need to be digested. It gets right to the liver, right to our bloodstream. Your awesome liver makes ketones from fat and releases ketones for energy if you need it. And like I said, your brain loves ketones too. Your liver stores iron. It stores vitamins. I'm not going to name them all, but it does. It disposes of worn out blood cells. It makes plasma proteins. It helps regulate your blood volume. It gives you heat production. It produces blood anticoagulants. And like I said, it detoxifies any substance that comes into the body from the outside world. Anything that you ingest, absorb, inhale. Your liver does a lot, doesn't it? Aren't you going to love on your liver now? It's on the right-hand side, right up here. What medications are you taking? Supplements. Even over the counter, doesn't matter. They are broken down in the liver. So how many meds do you take? How many meds do you think you take? I love saying that too. Are you eating animal products? Watch my podcast on dairy. Watch my podcast on animal products. The body is very unique and it just wants to survive. Look how much our liver does for us that I've named already, right? What else can you think of? Comment below. Add some more to it. You shouldn't eat about 4 hours before you go to bed. You know why? Because otherwise your liver has to work 24/7. It deserves to rest too. But if you eat before you go to bed, that liver has to work all night long. Imagine working 24/7. You'd be tired very soon. And then you have alcohol and stuff through your lifetime. We have 4 elimination channels throughout our body. Our bowels, our kidneys, our lungs, and the skin all get rid of toxins every second. So you got to keep those doors open, right? Keep your skin clean, keep the dead cells left off, keep your microbiome balanced so you go to the bathroom. Don't be constipated, you know? Your skin sloughs off every single day. Are you doing dry scrubs? Make sure you do it towards your heart several times a month to increase the circulation in one of your circulatory systems. Your lymph system, absolutely. Are you washing it correctly and keeping it moisturized? What kind of soaps are you using? Make sure there's no stuff in there that's bad for your skin also. Yes, it's everything that comes in contact with your body, not just what you eat. You have to be healthy from the inside out and the outside in. And the same thing with skincare. Healthy in, healthy out, and then everything is balanced, right? Moisturization, protection, plenty of fluids, right? Watch my podcast on skincare coming soon also. From hot flashes, we get to release heat. That's just my theory. Absolutely. Our personal summers, as some of my friends call them. We also release stuff through our skin too. Eruptions, acne, releasing toxins that have entered your body from your input, right? Do you have skin problems? Do you have rashes? Do you have acne? How about your children? Eat, absorb, inhale. What are you thinking? Your body is very unique and it just wants to survive. Like I said in another podcast, we have 3 brains, our heart and our gut and our thinker. The first 2, our heart and our gut, help us react right away with emotion and love, then with instinct, flight or fight, with action, you know, that gut feeling that people have, right? And then we have our thinking brain, our analyzing brain. The third brain steps in and says, hey, let's think about this for a minute, right? And these all happen within seconds. By the time your brain is thinking about some things, you're already responding, right? Depending on what the situation is. But they all work together through neurotransmitters and hormones. They all talk to each other. You're doing this, you're doing that, seconds, right? But it's all for our safety and it's all for our survival. So we didn't just get 1 brain. We have 3 brains and probably more. Absolutely. Oh, that's right. Men have 4 brains. Am I allowed to say that on YouTube? I don't know. I'm sorry. Okay, so what about, sorry. Oh my goodness. So what about your third brain? Your mind. Is your mind free from stress, from negative thoughts, from guilt? Is it free from anxiety or drugs? Is there a cloudiness or confusion that you have? Do you have boredom, blah, bitterness all the time? Comment below. We can change that. Or is your mind calm and peaceful and relaxed and hopeful and happy and positive most of the time, like mine? Think about the medications that you take to try to achieve some of these side effects of a healthy brain. And think about what I just said. Think about the medications that you take to try to achieve the side effects of having a healthy immune system. Why do you need to take medications to help? Why do you need to take a pill if you also haven't changed that core denominator, the things that you think about? A pill to stop your anxiety, a pill to stop you from being depressed or decreasing your symptoms of your disease and illness, or a pill to help you become. With these pills, you're just feeling like you're getting better, like I said. Or is it just a cycle? What are you taking now? How many are the milligrams now, right? Comment below if you'd like. You don't have to tell us what you're taking or your problems. It does, it's up to you, but we're here to help you. Are you getting to the common denominator? Not if things have to keep changing and you still have to do all the same things, right? Watch my Why podcast that I just had and see the cycle that you could be going through. Like I said, your gut and your liver make cholesterol, and this is the good cholesterol that your body needs to function for protection, right? Cholesterol builds up the cell walls and keeps it nice and firm so things can't get in. Cholesterol feeds your brain. Your brain is cholesterol. It loves cholesterol, not just sugar, not just glucose, not sugar, say glucose. Cholesterol is food for the brain. Yes, it loves cholesterol too. Whether it's good fatty foods or whether it's your fried, fatty, omega-6 processed food and drinks. Which one do you think will be healthier for them to break down? What are we doing? What are we eating? Why are you taking cholesterol medicine? Because your cholesterol is high, but you haven't changed your input. Cholesterol medicine actually stops your body from making the good cholesterol, right? And then instead you take a pill. And like I said, some people take the pills because they might get high cholesterol later on. What do you not want to give up eating? It's not that bad. You just want to keep taking a pill, and eventually your body gets sensitized to that or gets used to that, and that number has to increase, or that milligram has to increase, or you get a different one. Oh, I've tried all the statins. Your skeletal system, bones, ligaments, tendons, joints, keep your muscles, your bones, and many organs in the right places. The bones give and take nutrients also. It keeps you tall or short. Doesn't matter. Glycogen is also stored in skeletal muscle and in your liver. The skeletal system balances you so you can walk upright. These are things, remember, that your body does for you to survive. Comment more. What else does your skeletal system do for you? Your kidneys clean and filter out your blood, and they recycle water. And they also keep nutrients that your body needs at that time, and then it also releases nutrients and waste that your body does not need anymore if your kidneys are healthy. So what are you drinking? How much are you drinking? How many proteins are you eating in one sitting? What kinds of proteins are you eating, right? If you sneeze, if you have vomiting or diarrhea, or if you're coughing, your body is trying to get rid of something that doesn't belong there anymore, right? Sneezing is wonderful. I love sneezing. Never stifle a sneeze either. I tell people while I hold it in, don't stifle a sneeze. And they're like, why? I said, because you're going to blow your brains out. That's not true, but it's funny and it makes everybody laugh. And then the next time they sneeze into their sleeve or into their Kleenex. And if you sneeze in your Kleenex, You probably need to throw that away and wash your hands. Absolutely, you know. Let it go. Let it all out. Your body's trying to clean that shit out. Let it out. Absolutely. If you have a fever, your body's actually trying to kill bad bacteria or viruses or whatever you consumed, you know. And then you sweat and the toxins are released through your skin. Fevers are actually a sign of health. And I'm not talking about high fevers and stuff. Absolutely tell your doctor what's going on. But a fever is actually letting you know that your immune system is working well enough to get a vigorous response to some infection or some toxic chemical or toxic something that's in your body. Like I said, if you're sick, please tell your doctor. Take care of yourself. Drink extra fluids. Absolutely. But fevers aren't a bad thing. Let it get a little bit high. It'll fight that infection a little bit, you know? 100.5? No, 101 is when I would take Tylenol if I needed it. Absolutely. Make sure you tell your doctor what's going on. Do not go through this yourself. I'm not here to diagnose, cure, or anything like that. You have to let your practitioners know what's going on with you, okay? In case it's something worse, just stay on top of it, but also let them know, I stopped eating this, I stopped drinking this, and I'm feeling better and I'm sleeping better. Absolutely. They'll see the positivity and the glow in you, and they'll be so proud of you like I am. Absolutely. If you don't get a fever when you're sick, that could mean that you're really, really sick, like beyond that one little part. So definitely let your doctors know. Absolutely. Your lymph system is another circulatory system. It's the plumber. It is your sewer pipes. It's all those little things that people worry about when people get cancer. Oh, we got to take your lymph nodes out because it has the infection and the cancer in it. Well, that's what it's supposed to do. But are your lymph system blocked up so you can't get rid of the stuff? What makes your lymph system work? Getting up and moving, receiving massages, absolutely. Make sure when you massage, you kind of go towards your heart, or doing dry rubs, okay? So dry rubs is a soft brush that you do towards your heart, all over your body, a couple times a month before you get in the water. And it just cleans everything off better. I read this recently. Our bodies want to be healthy. Modern medicine cannot begin to duplicate the cures of our human body because no cure that relies on drugs or surgery is so precisely timed, so beautifully coordinated, so free of side effects. This ability starts way down deep, even where you don't even know, in your subconscious mind. Your body wants to survive. Your body is very unique in the fact that it wants to survive and will do anything to help you survive. You just have to be on the other side with it. You have to be, partners with it. Your body wants to live, right? So these are approximate things that I found. And remember, like I said, these are averages. 3 minutes without oxygen, 3 to 5 days without water, 30 to 50 days without food, and 7 days without sleep. These things would make your body be irreversible to the things that are going to start happening to it, right? Here's some other information that I found too. 98% of your atoms were not in your body a year ago. So which side are you going to be on? Are you going to be on your microbiome side? Are you going to be on your body side? Or are you just going to keep on doing whatever you want to do? Every 90 to 120 days, you get brand new red blood cells. But are they healthy? Are they doing what they're supposed to do? Every 11 months, every cell in your body has renewed itself, whether it's good or bad. Mutations are going to keep on going, especially if you don't have very high functional mitochondria, right? The powerhouse, the guys who make all the rules, pretty much. Your fingernails, you get new fingernails every 6 months. The lining of your stomach and your intestines, you get every 2 to 9 days. Everything replaces itself, right? Make it balanced, absolutely. The liver tries to recover and rejuvenate every 6 weeks. It tries. Do you let it sleep at night? When's the last time that you eat something before you go to bed? And you got to be careful if you're a diabetic. Just eat the right thing and at the right time, and you should be fine. Every 4 weeks, another new layer of skin, right? Are you keeping it clean and moisturized from the inside out? Even if it sloughs off a little bit every day, right? Every 15 years, muscles renew. So how big are those biceps? Absolutely. Everything has to be balanced. Every 25 years, you get replenished fat cells. Dang it. And now they find out that because of the way the Americans are eating, the American public is eating, your body will compensate for you. It will help you. It will actually grow brand new fat cells just for you, just for your booty. Oh my goodness. Shut the front door. I thought once you had them, you have them, but no, your body will help you, will help your lifestyle. Every year, and then every 7 years or so, you get a brand new bone structure. Everything's always rebuilding and replenishing and replacing so you stay healthy. And you rebuild with proteins, the right proteins, right? Your eyes don't change too much, except for you get the wear and tear from the pollutants, from the sun, lights, etc. Be careful of your eyes. You only have 2 of them. Our heart cells are one of the cells that really grow slowly. But if your great vessels, your heart and great vessels, and even your capillaries start getting built up with plaque, your heart, if you're young enough, your heart's going to make collateral microcirculation so you can still get blood to those areas. You get additional blood flow to those areas if you're younger. If you're older, if the heart needs more blood and oxygen, the body will constantly try to maintain equilibrium because you need your heart, right? You need your heart. How blocked up with plaque and toxins and waste and cholesterol do you think that your blood vessels are from your lifestyle and from your environment? We have 5 types of white blood cells for our protection and survival against bacteria and viruses and parasites and everything else that gets into our body. We have the largest pores on the soles of our feet so we can ground, so we can feel the energy from the earth when we walk barefooted. That is so calming. That is so healthy for you. So how are you guys treating the earth? What are you doing to help the earth? Watch my podcast on my goals coming soon. Join me. Oh my goodness, we need people. Comment below. How do you help your environment? How are you changing your lifestyle? Because your environment and your lifestyle are the most important aspect to your health, right? Your interaction with people, your interaction with places, your interaction with situations, your interaction with some incidents, your interaction with your environment. Do you think it affects your body? Absolutely. How does it affect your body, your health, your life, depending on what those things are? It's the same as drinking water or breathing the air, right? How are you going to live? How are you guys going to change now, just a little bit at a time? And imagine how you're going to be next year. Oh my goodness. How are you going to assist your body to make the best version of you? Your body's on your side until it can't anymore. Come on, people. It's not that hard. It is simple. If you say it's hard, it's going to be hard. But if you say this is going to be easy, a little bit at a time, and look at the support that I have, look at the support that we have, because we're all in this together. My soul energies, my soul babies, my soul tribe. The earth wants to help you thrive and survive. And so does the sun and the moon and the air and the water, your energies. Absolutely. And yes, I'm crazy. Absolutely, I am. If you have no idea about this stuff, start reading, right? It all works together for your survival. Nutrition rules our immune system. Nutrition focuses on our energy for our body's chemistry. What are you feeding it? Chemistry is controlled by physics. Physics is the movement of energy. Yes, I'm crazy. Absolutely. Look it up. Read it. I'll have my acknowledgement page out soon if you want to learn all the books that I've read. Medicine works on the body's chemistry to suppress the symptoms and the side effects of the diseases, illness, and of aging, and the side effects of the medications that you're taking. And that's it. Our body systems are a dynamic system, never still, never stagnant, even if you're sleeping, never simple, and it's never perfect, but it's great for you. We live in a cycle. So how are you going to come back around and start new? Thank you guys so much for listening to my podcast again. This was a fun one. This is what your body does for you. This is what your body does for your survival, because it wants you to live. It wants you to be happy. It wants you to be healthy. And so do I. Like I said, that's why I'm here. My name is Chatty Cathy. Love, like, subscribe, and share. And our new saying that we have to say every single time is love, learn, and take control. And yes, you can. And yes, it's easy. I'll see you next week. I have no idea what we're going to talk about, but I'll just let it be a surprise. In the meantime, comment below anything that you need. My website's coming up very, very soon, so you'll be able to kind of see my graph or my thought of anti-aging and why all this is going on. Until then, thank you so much, guys. I love you. Bye.